Hi guys and welcome back. So this week what we're doing is WaterTok. I just thought, do you know what, we'll do something that's like an old trend and see what we actually think about it now. So this person I've actually had quite a lot up on my own TikTok, like not even the TikTok I use for YouTube, just generally my own. Because I think they're very popular and people like to see what they drink each day.
Let's make my water of the day. How far can I go? I didn't even spill that time. What flavor am I going to make today? I'm thinking that I'm gonna try the cherry limeade Sonic packet, and I also want to do the kiwi lime from Skittles. So it's looking like it's gonna be a Christmas theme, green and red going on. Okay, I'm going in with the Sonic cherry limeade, and we're just gonna put that as our base. Give it a little mixeroony. I'm gonna try something different, and I'm gonna add the cherry syrup to the base of this. So hopefully it'll like make it thicker and it'll make the layering of the green part a lot easier. Hopefully this works. Now I'm gonna add in all of my ice. My second water bottle, I'm gonna try to add like half of the kiwi lime packet.
This person obviously they've mixed hundreds of stuff together and it's worked out like this. However, in my head, I feel like the fact that you're having like 3 different flavours that aren't like cherry, kiwi and lime. Kiwi and lime go together, but cherry just doesn't. And I think that would like put me off. It's so much just the fact of like there's too many flavours in it. But obviously if they're happy with it, they're happy with it. But the point I actually wanted to make was how like the waste that's happening with this type of thing. So, if you would go back in the video, this part of it, they've got like a big round thing of sachets. Obviously, that's like a lot of things in the environment that isn't needed. Like, why don't they have like a big container, like a protein container type situation of these things, and it's just like a powder that they scoop in? Because I've got a feeling that this just seems like a lot of environmental stuff that's not needed. Like, we're just wasting for the sake of wasting here. And also as well, it's like the consumer mindset. They've also bought like a container to have these things in. So that's another thing that he's bought that eventually will be wasted. I'm just not a big fan of like the fact that we're all like waste. I can't say I'm not the same, but I'm trying to change my ways now because I've actually realised like how much we waste, and it is a bit like, that's not the best.
Water time, bitches. Drink your water. Okay, please go get your water right now and let's get this shit going together. Can't do it without ice. This is half of the flavors that I got. I can't display them all because I got too damn many, but let me tell you about these because y'all keep asking. Total fat, 0. Saturated fat, 0. Trans fat, 0. Carbohydrates, 0. Cholesterol, 0. Sodium, 0. Total dietary fiber, 0. Total sugars, 0. Total added sugars, 0. The shit is 0. Okay? The shit is 0. It's basically flavored water. Hence why we flavor our water with it. We did cherry. We're going to do some hibiscus passion fruit.
This is quite an interesting one because this woman's obviously saying there's like hundreds of sugar in it, there's hundreds of everything in it, and she's basically proving the fact that there's not. I didn't really want to make this a dietary thing, but I'll speak about that anyway. But I feel like it's in my head. Obviously I'm wrong. I'll look up the actual like other bottles at the time. So whilst editing, I realised I actually forgot to do like the checking of the nutritional values. So I had a look now. She is right about everything being 0 apart from all the ingredients where essentially it's just E numbers, and the E numbers specifically have like one's got a warning. E1, 2, and 9 may have adverse effects on activity and attention in your children, which obviously E numbers do have this thing, but that's not good for you. Also, that specific E number is in like everything that's bad for you, for example like Monster, M&M's, like most things that have a red type of dye. So over in the UK you have a thing called diluting juice or squash, whatever you'd like to call it, and that does have sugar in it. Like, I'll go get a bottle now and read it out to you. So here we've got mango and orange, where it basically says 1 glass has the equivalent of 3 calories, 0.1 grams of fat, 0.1 gram of saturated sugars, and 0.4 grams of sugar and 0.1 grams of salt. This is essentially relatively healthy. It's not like amazingly healthy. Obviously you would want to drink water over like that, but that's still nice and tastes nice, and you can't really taste the sugar. However, it is sweetened, like it makes water taste better. And I think it's really weird that this woman's like, there is none in it, and that's what the bottle says, so I can't argue the fact that but people are putting as well, she spoke nothing about the dye, which the dye probably isn't good for you either. And there's the issue of like there's so much stuff that's not good for you. You need to just let people sometimes have some things, which is obviously if she likes it, she should have it, and if it's helping her have water, she should.
As a Canadian, being on WaterTok has been low-key a struggle because I've never been able to find these powders. Until this week, when I got to find a little spot in Milton that carried all of these incredible flavors. I made my first WaterTok inspired water, and let me tell you, these girlies are onto something. This high C flavor was incredible. It was like mango, super refreshing. It was no added sugar, and it really helped me drink more of my water. So if you're struggling to get in your water, or if you just want something fun for summer that's super refreshing, I highly recommend you check out La Rose in Milton and grab yourself some of these water flavors.
So start off with this video, this woman said as a Canadian, so already you can tell it's a very Americanized thing, which does make sense because it's consume. Everywhere else in the world's like that, but obviously like in your head, America, you feel like it's a bit more. I don't have evidence that it is, I'm just saying you feel like it is a bit more. But the fact that they've jumped on this trend and they've wanted to actually do it, but even then, like, the issue with these trends is like these wee sachets that this woman was talking about. I'm sure there is diluting juice over in Canada, but she's wanting specifically these wee sachets. So I think that's the issue with it, that we're kind of promoting the fact like, oh, the sachets are the only thing that like work and like, I know it's not like deliberate, but it does seem like that's what's happening. I understand I'm the same as well. Like sometimes when it's like, no, actually I'll use cameras as an example. For example, the Fuji X100V or something like that, I can't remember the exact camera. At the time, I was really wanting one, even though I had the camera that I've got here, and it didn't have like an interchangeable lens, but in my head I was like, the results of the camera are amazing and stuff like that. But then like, there's also loads of other cameras that it's like get the exact same results. It's just Fuji have like the specific presets that you can use and stuff like that, but you can just put them on after the fact on like normal cameras. But in my head I was like, I want this Fuji, I want this Fuji. And then like I had the money to buy one, but I was like, I don't want to like waste money when I've already got one. But like even now I'm still like wanting that Fuji to go travelling with, even though the camera I've got is about the same size as the Fuji. So I'm literally just like consuming for the sake of consuming. But the only reason I've wanted that is because I've seen other people's results. Even though they've not like tried to promote this camera to me, it's made me want it. So this is the exact same thing with the sachets. Like, even though the people aren't promoting the sachets, it still makes people want it, so they've got the exact same experience. So this one as well, people are obviously taking the fact of like, she's saying like, you're mad at me because I consider this water. She made a really good point there. Like people, she's played to the right trends. People are annoyed that people consider that water. I'm not going to really base on the fact that I don't consider it water, even though I don't. But I feel like she's like went in for it. However, another thing with the consumer mindset is she's got an ice machine. She'll definitely have a freezer where she could either freeze ice or buy ice. I don't really like the idea of buying ice, but if that's the case, I've got a feeling that'd be better than having this ice machine. Because why do you need an ice machine? Unless, I understand when they're built into fridges and stuff like that, but why do you need an ice machine? It's even worse as well when you actually look at the video and her actual fridge has an ice machine in it. So she's just bought for the sake of buying again.
Well, let's bring him out. Here's Eric Cartman.
Whatever.
So obviously this person is taking the joke of it, and it's good that the people, like, even though they're getting criticised, that they are taking the joke with it, because sometimes people criticise people too much. I'm not saying I'm exempt from that, I just mean, like, on, like, this side of it, like, TikTok only really has to seem like one, either someone absolutely loves you or someone absolutely hates you. It's a very weird that there's not an in-between, so it's good that this person is, like, just, like, taking it as a joke.
I want one! I want my own army! I want my own planet! I deserve it! I'm just as important as you!
So this, obviously this woman's got lots of Stanley Cups, which Stanley Cups were a massive trend. I think they still kinda are. I don't really keep on the Stanley Cup trends because it's not something that's interested me. But the fact that she had 16 Stanley Cups there. You don't need that many Stanley Cups. The full point of a Stanley Cup is to, like, you buy it once, that's you're fine. That cup should last you the rest of your life. But this woman's like, oh, but I want more. I need this one to have this colour because I like this colour. I like this colour. And it's like the issue with collecting things as well. Why do we consume so much? Like, I collect things. I collect Lego. That's plastic. Like, it's not good. Like, why do we all consume so much? So with the Stanley Cup trend, people have also decided that they want to have like gimmicks or like accessories for the Stanley Cups.
These nameplates are from a small business on Amazon and can be customized with up to 10 letters. They fit perfectly over the top of a lid and come in various sizes to fit different size tumblers. This strap has a magnetic attachment that holds your cell phone. It can be used with a thin case, a MagSafe case, or even no case at all. It keeps your phone strongly secured and is great for taking workout classes or for holding your phone while in the car. This silicone strap slides onto the top of a tumbler and acts as a carrying strap. It's free. And this large capacity snack tray comes with a lid so you can keep your snacks covered.
It's obviously like a plate that essentially goes around the Stanley Cup. I just don't think I'd enjoy this for the fact of like, I'd be like sniffing in whatever I was like eating at the time as well, and I feel like that would just put me off like the water, or I'm assuming it's cola they've used in this case, but it just put me off, and I wouldn't want that food close to my water as well. I know I'm a bit strange when it comes to like food and stuff like that, but I just think that this is weird. But this is also another thing of like, this is consuming again. Like I've seen people like, they have like pouches for their Stanley Cups, they have like wee caps for their Stanley Cups, they have all sorts for their Stanley Cups. It's like, why do you need so much? It's just a cup. But if the cup's too big for you, where you're needing like a chain round your neck to hold it, get a smaller cup and just fill it up more regularly. This will be the last video, and I can't find the original one of it, so I'm having to find a stitch of it, so I'll cut off before the stitch.
Trash. This is your sign to get rid of all of your Stanley.
So essentially, you didn't get to see the other half of the video because I couldn't find it. But what it is this woman's just throwing out all her Stanley Cups because she's found like a new cup she's obsessed with. But it's the full thing with consumerism. You should you should just have a Stanley Cup, and if you want other ones, it is fair enough, like, but don't throw them out. You should always use them, and I feel like maybe 3 is max for them, because why would you need more than 3? I don't think you need more than 1. There's a possibility you'd maybe want like 1 for each day of work, as in like drink 1, wash it like the next day, but like have another one that's already clean so you can like do the like switch about, which I think's fair enough with that. But I'm also like, why are you throwing out all these Stanley Cups? And it does really annoy me. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I hope it did make sense. I feel like I just went on a rant about consumerism for a while, but yeah, I hope you all enjoyed the video. Like, comment and subscribe,